So this Eternal Evolution video is going to be my first one back into the server. I'm actually just starting day 5 at the moment. I've been around, like I've obviously been playing for 5 days, but I've just been having some issues doing some streaming stuff. But we're back. So I'm going to do a quick overview of my account, what I've been focusing on, and where I'm at right now. So pretty much like the main thing that I've been trying to push for is the story challenge, and it has been a little bit harder getting through it this time. Not sure why, but some of the changes that they've made to this game is quite awesome. In the fact that you get a copy of Senway right at the start of the game, which is awesome. I got lucky enough to pull a copy of Taylor, and then you also earn a copy of Taylor as well from the on day 3 from the Wasteland. So that was good as well, and everything else is pretty much stock standard. Also, the fact that they've changed up getting Ravenna from the what is that event called? Sorry, the Grand Ceremony. Getting Luke instead of Ravenna, I think, is awesome because Ravenna, I would be 50-50 on whether I'd want to upgrade her. But Luke is a top tier triple S, so I'm really excited to get Luke up to Immortal. Once I start getting some of the red spheres. I can't remember what they're called either. So, but in saying that, the first red spheres I'll be spending will be for getting Ember to Immortal and then Mazarani to Immortal in week 2 and then week 4. And then after that, I'll be looking to get Luke up to Immortal because he is incredible in all parts of the game, as long as you don't need multi-hitters like Decent Caves. So where I'm up to right now, obviously 1336. I'm at a bit of a standstill right now. We'll have one attempt at a chapter or a stage, but it's quite tough for me at the moment. When you get to the harder stages, you really want to drop the auto off, slow the time down, and the sort of what I'm running with at the moment is dropping Senway where my Taylor's going to jump to, just so he can tank a few more of the hits, or the Senway's little minion. Ois is in with her stun, trying to grab everybody. Just trying to clear the path to the back line with these guys here, but I am just getting killed way too quickly, so I need quite a few more levels, or possibly some better gear as well. Would go a long way. So, see if we can get him to tank some more hits for us. Doing a little bit better than normal, I think, but I still think I'm just going to take a turn for the worse pretty soon. Yeah, so the little mini Senway's gone. So I get close, but I'm just not quite there. Alright, so that is the campaign. What else have we got? We've got the Elite campaign. So I've been smashing through this as much as I can. I've been buying my ticket every single day for this to go through. In the perimeter, Ancient Altar. I'm up to... I managed to one-shot Novice. And then I got up to... what did I get for easy? I got 3.3 million, I think. No, I didn't know. I fell short. So I got these rewards here, which is still good. Especially, I was only day 4 when I had to do that. So by the end of this week, I'll definitely be killing normal, and I might even be getting a key onto hard. So I think it'll be like 1, 2... No, it's probably 1, 2, 2. Maybe 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 3 is probably what it's going to look like. So we'll see how that goes. Tons of rewards from here, which is absolutely awesome. I just always forget how many rewards you get out of the Ancient Altar when you first start out. So that's going to be a huge boost to getting my Emma next week. 14 of those. And 6 pieces of this gear. Like, incredible. So that gear alone is probably what I need to actually buff through to the next part. And so what I'm thinking there is that I'll have a look at what gear I've got, do a bit of upgrading, jump into Decent Caves, push as far through Decent Caves as I can, hopefully 1 or 2 more stages, and then just farm a little bit more gear out of there. So I think we need to go into the bag. Oh, that's pretty good. This one here. Cool. Alright. we should have plenty of food summoning cards now too, so that's good. Again, I'm not spending these. I've spent a couple of these down here just to get me up to certain thresholds, but everything else I'm saving for as long as possible. Let's go have a look at the gear now. Do it this way. So the focus that I have on my characters at the moment is Taylor's by far, or Senway is actually my most powerful still somehow, which is crazy. But between these two, they're my priority, and then we're jumping back into Luke for attack, and then Soriata. But actually, because I'm going to be focusing these caves, I might go Taylor, Soriata, Senway for gear, and then we'll fill the rest out. So Taylor's strictly crit rate. So it'd be awesome if I had some crit rate. Well, I've got crit rate gloves here. So he needs to have crit rate. And nothing worthwhile there. So that... Alright. He's about as good as you can get because he's got... Actually, no. That could change if I've got... Attack. No, I do not. So I don't want to sacrifice 15% crit rate for more attack. So we're just going to leave it as it is there. But he's got attack, crit rate, attack, and then HP. And up here we've got... Nothing's really too great, to be honest. They're alright for this level. I just want to see... Because we've got some red gear now. We'll just see if any of the red gear is going to... Oh no, the red gear is going to be the rare stuff. So the Ancient Altar boss stuff. So no good for him. Senway is just running pure attack. So I got quite lucky. Well, actually that would have been with the Falvia event that they've got going on. You actually get pure attack gear from her guaranteed. So that's going straight on Senway. So yeah, he's pretty good. I could go for a bit of a buff. So Senway's doing well. Okay, it looks like we can do a bit of an improvement here. We got absolutely nothing good. Got any attack? Alright, we got some. Place those. It doesn't really matter what you upgrade here. Like you will ultimately lose your money that you spend to level this stuff up, but all of the resources that you put into this basically stick with the boots. And then when you put those boots into another piece of gear, it'll upgrade it really quickly. So that'll work fine. Just want to see if there's anything better. Just trying to get their stats up as high as I can for what I'm working with. See, they're all terrible hats. That's even worse. Nothing good at all. To be honest, that's even better than that. Oyster's not a focus at the moment. Where is Luke? Oh yeah, so Luke's obviously got almost nothing on him, so we can do some buffing here. Defense. So he doesn't want crit rate, he just wants attack. So we're going to chuck those on. There's no attack hats. Damage reduction boots. You can take those. This would be worth putting one of these onto him just because the base attack you'll get will be so much better. Oh shit. Alright, so there's that. I think that's going to do it for now. Oh, definitely should be upgrading those. Oh well. Cool. All right. So we've got a bit of buffing on him done. I think that will do us now. We got one more piece of that. Yeah, so that added a ton more HP then. So 52.6. That's worse. What are you going for? That one there. Alright, cool. Gear is done for now. It's pretty ugly, but it's all the best you got at the moment. We'll see if that makes it different on the campaign quickly. Ditch Oyster out. Chuck Lee ran in. Alright, let's have a go. So what we've done is we've lost the stun now, but we do have a heal. So we'll just see if that makes any difference. It's going to try. I think I'm just going to jump Taylor to the other side now. Just because there's no defense down on this guy. So hopefully he can do a bit better. So hopefully he doesn't... Oh, I see. He does quite a bit more damage now, which is good. You can see he's getting a bit of an ult back faster because of the prototype that we've got on at the moment. Alright, so you see the difference. We've got a bit more gear, we leveled it up, and that has allowed us to get through this stage. So that is a win. That was a bit of a hurdle, so the next few stages are going to be quite easy. I won't worry about it just now. We'll come back to it later on. But yeah, a bit of progress there. The next one up is going to be going into here. See if we can push a little bit further in here, which would be nice. I'm saving up all of these. At the start, I was only buying a couple of these a day, but I'm definitely going to start maxing these out. I think once I get to 9 per day, anything over 9 gets ridiculously expensive. So yeah, but I'll be saving these up and then I'll be spending a mass once I get to the white gear. But at the moment we're on red. So we'll see if we can get level 7 done. I think this is actually possible. I'm not sure. Might drop Luke out, chuck Lear in. No, we'll see how we go with Luke first. So I'm obviously going to be hoping that I do so much damage when he flips over onto his back that I can kill him because I have no healing now. So we're just going to hope that we can do tons of damage to him. If not, I'll pull Luke out and chuck Liram back in, which I think I'm going to have to do, to be honest. Again, I do this auto because I want to be using the ultimates as soon as I can. The only one I don't care about using instantly is Senway's, because he would just summon too much and waste a little bit of time. If I get this down to 60 before he flips over, I might be in some luck. No, not quite. But this is definitely possible to do, I think, with a Lee Ran on the team. So definitely won't be getting my limited tickets. Alright, no. Alright, let's drop Luke. Chuck Lee Ran in. See if we get some better luck. Also, just what I think of it as well, like my partner, she set up my new Ahodo sign in my room, which is pretty cool. I've been away for 5 months, or just over 4 months, sorry. And yeah, she's done a ton to my room just while I've been away, which is pretty cute. So if you're very new to this as well, like with the Decent Caves, the way it works is once he's at starts at 100 health, obviously 100% health, and then he'll drop down to 90%, and then he'll drop the shield on, and it'll say 20 on it at this level. The higher difficulty you go through, the more hits it takes. But whatever number that is, that's how many hits you need to do on the shield to break it. And if you don't break that shield by the time the red ring touches the outside red ring, you'll actually end up. He'll do a one-shot kill on everybody. It doesn't matter how much HP or defense you have. It's just an insta-kill on the entire team. So it's one thing you have to make sure you're doing on this boss is getting that many hits on him before that ring touches the outside ring. Which is why the most important characters to have on this are multi-hitters. So for a tank, Artis is really good because he does quite a lot of hits, being a Vanguard. Sorietta's top tier and Taylor's top tier. Senway, I think, does a lot of hits, but if he doesn't do a lot of hits, he makes up for it in damage. So he's my second top dealer of damage at the moment. And he's quite a fair way ahead of Sorietta, and it's impressive because Sorietta's like much further evolved than Senway. So yeah, he's a good dude. But now Sorietta's actually taken over. And Artis isn't doing too bad. Like considering he's like the tank for this team, he's still getting a bit of damage out there. I definitely will be able to kill this guy, which is cool. Highly unlikely I'm going to be able to kill the next level. So I'm going to explain this little hit thing here. So it's about to kick off. You'll instantly get all of your ults as well to help break through it. You've got to get 22 hits on him before this red ring here touches that red ring out there. And he almost got it off then. And then you get your ultimates built up really quick. And when he's on his back, he's taking like 3 times the amount of damage, I think. Alright, so we're done. Alright, so that's the first clear through for that. Get my crystals, no advanced tickets. And pretty average gear. Alright. We'll have a go at level 8. I don't think we're going to get anywhere here. We know this is the best team that I've got for this because I couldn't do it without Lee round before. Oh, this is much slower. But once you get to a certain amount of damage, it becomes so easy that you can just pump a ton of damage and a ton of hits into this guy, and you'll just absolutely shred through his health. Once I get Emma next week on the reset, she'll add a ton of damage to this as well. Yeah, I haven't even broken through the first shield, and Artis is really struggling, so no more luck there. Get onto Sansara Marsh, even get level 6. Have a bit of confidence here that this will work because I'm a bit more powerful. With Sansara Marsh, it's kind of they recommend using your AoE champs to kill off the waves of spiders, but you really don't need to. You can actually just get away with doing a ton of damage to this boss and just focusing the boss. Sometimes there is a good reason to try and attack the minions that pop up, but for the most part, I just tackle this dude. And I kind of used to use the damage that I take from the other guys to actually just increase the amount of ults that I get. Although in this instance, yeah, I got the kill. So he gets his ult back straight away there. Looking pretty good. Alright, maybe not. Spoke a tiny bit too soon then. Right, now we're going to be praying that I can do a ton of damage really quickly here. Or I can survive one more hit. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Whew, that was close. Got one more, but you can see like it was just worth me just tanking through those hits then, just to try and get as much damage onto the boss as possible. But yeah, some really good rewards here. I managed to score myself 5 advanced tickers and 2 limited. 7 in total going towards my savings for Emma coming soon. So because that was so close, I'm just going to get rid of these last 3 again now. Normally you should wait until the end of the stage, but I've actually got a busy day tomorrow, so I won't have time to jump on here. So we're going to do as much as we can right now. It'll be the same for Decent Caves. I think I'll just jump in and finish off that Decent Caves again that I just finished, get a bit more gear, and then hopefully I can just get a bit more progress on the story. Because the story is really where it's at for the first sort of... well, you kind of make really good advances in week 2 because you get Emma, and then you make really good advances again in week 4 because you get Mazrani, and Mazrani becomes a really good frontline tank, especially when paired with Emma. I'm going to try and destroy these. So here he resets. I might just try and see if I can wipe these guys out. Took a bit of damage. Is that going to be the kill? Yeah, cool, right. Don't think I'd do anything there. It's really a balance of trying to find out whether you should be hitting the minions or the big guy. So in that case, Semi just survived. Nope, he died. I did much better that time. Cool. Alright, hopefully get a few more advanced tickets. Nothing, 0. Yeah, no one. He could be good for... if I get a roll on Senway, that'd be alright. So he'd be worth upgrading. Alright. Let's go do Decent Caves. This was the right one, wasn't it? You see the damage difference that I'm doing between 7 and 8 before. Like 8 was just so slow. And here, it's quite quick. Just watching to see when Senway's... There he goes. So chuck him out now. But yeah, just to summarize, the biggest focus you should have early on in the game is definitely going to be the campaign. Second to the campaign, you really want to be focusing... well, you can't focus everything, but as long as you're focusing campaign more than anything, that's the biggest part. Next, I would say it's Decent Caves. Should be your next focus, and the focus would kind of depend on where you're putting your effort into your champs. Is probably what really matters, because you can obviously be doing everything at the same time, but focus your champs and your equipment around the campaign, and then just followed by Decent Caves, and then I would say it's kind of your elite campaign, and then your Soul Mine, Sinsara Marsh, and the Terradome. And the reason for that is that they're doing the campaign upgrades the amount of patrol rewards that you get, and your patrol rewards is what will set you apart from the rest of the play, apart from the money that you spend in the game. But assume free to play, the one way to set yourself apart in a guaranteed sense is getting more patrol rewards, which means you get more XP for your heroes, more gold, all that sort of stuff, more equipment. So yeah, and that's all based on the patrol rewards, and the patrol rewards are based on what level you are in your campaign. The next part being the Decent Caves being the focus. That's because the next biggest thing that you can do is it's not hard to get decent gear, so that's where you get it from, Decent Caves. So you really want to be getting some good gear in Decent Caves. That'll get you, again, more powerful champs, get you further along in the campaign, get you more XP. That should be good to go. Come on, give me some good red gear. Crit, I actually think I needed that too. The rest of it is quite rubbish. Oh. Just going to check to see if that gear is a better piece for Taylor. No, I think give him more defense, but I don't really care about that. There's definitely the gloves. No, but I need a crit rate on him. Although, can I get a crit rate set? No. So nothing there. Next up, we're going to go to Terradome, see how we go there. Oh, crash. Yeah, we'll go see what we can do in the Terradome. Terradome I have less hopes for. It's just such a frustrating dungeon to be doing. We'll have one go at doing the level up, and but if it even comes close to looking like I'm going to struggle, we'll just drop it back and we'll just run all 3 keys straight on the one that I've already finished and just have a fast run there. I mean, Leo is an incredible champ. If it wasn't for the fact that I know that I can get an immortal Emma in the second week, and I need as many tickets as I can for that, I would definitely be trying to get a copy of Leo, praying that I got 2 copies of him. But just for progressing the Decent Caves, I really need a copy of Emma. Oh, I really need an immortal Emma. Alright, Terradome. Alright, so the chance we run here, just make sure it is all current. Yeah. So I'll explain this one. So Artis is in there to be a frontline tank. He's in here because he's the only other person who can jump inside the circle. Luke's in here because even though he's going to do terrible damage attacking from the outside, he'll still get defense down. And then Taylor can jump into the circle, bounce around where he needs to, and Samway can drop his minion in here. So that's what the team's there for. The other thing to know is that you need to be inside this blue circle that's going to pop up as like a little barrier. If you're trying to attack from outside the barrier, you do like 5% of your normal damage. So you have to have champs on the inside to do damage. That is the best gear I've got. Alright, cool. Let's see how we go. I really have minimal faith that this is going to work. We'll see. So you can see, even though Luke's outside the circle doing almost no damage, he's still getting the defense down on, which is the only reason he's here, really. Yeah, just the damage that Artis has taken. He's dead. I was going to say he's not going to survive long, but he is dead. And then once Randall goes, then I'll really be struggling because he's going to start targeting my other champs, and they are not going to last very long. That's gone. She dead. Alright, so we're just going to run all the keys on this one. Should be a nice easy run. No, I've already got the limited tickets here. And if it hasn't been obvious, you need to manual Senway and Taylor on this because you need to make sure they're dropping into the circle. Taylor will just automatically jump backwards into the back of the screen and fight, and Samway will just drop his little minion right in front of him, and he won't be inside that circle, so it does not help. So you can see on this level, I'm still struggling a little bit, not too bad, but they're definitely taking quite a beating. This is where I want to turn Luke's ult off. And all we're going to do is, the way this works is that if you're inside the little circle, the little blue circle, when it explodes, you'll actually refill your ultimate straight away. So anyone that's in this little area will get their ultimate straight back. Now we've got the final phase. You need to be a bit careful here. Like, I shouldn't have jumped Taylor, to be honest, because he might end up punching this way. He very well could, actually. Yeah, he did. Shit. It's going to have to help that Senway does enough damage. Yeah. So yeah, that was a lesson learned. Don't jump Taylor until you know where he's going to punch. Oh, cool, I've got 2 more of these. This is a new one as well. Oh, tank, damn it. Oh, that's good. For early on, the crit rate of allied energy assassin vanguard. I wonder if that's Taylor's energy. I don't think he is. What's Taylor? So that's energy. What is that? Marksman? Well, he's not energy, so that doesn't affect him, which is a shame, but it affects Soriata, which is good. So I'm not going to use my fast patrol yet because I know I can get a bit further in the story. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to go do collectibles. using that one. It's definitely not one of the end game ones, but for now, it's going to help me out quite a bit. I do not care about this at all. I think the last thing we need to do is go through, do the wasteland. Really can't wait until I get to day 10. Once you get to day 10, you can do a sweep all, and you don't actually even have to worry about going through the wasteland at all. And I mean, wasteland is really handy, but if you can not have to do it and get all the rewards, that is incredible. But it is good. I think once you've finished it twice or 3 times, so after day 3, I think, you can start skipping the battles. But before then, you actually got to sit there and go through the entire battle. I think to notice, you don't actually have to finish every single icon on this map. You're only chasing a couple of things. You're chasing the question marks, and you're chasing the resource piles. So these ones here are important. It's the whole reason you do this, to be honest. The only other ones that are important are the question marks, and in the last stage there's a shop. If your team's not too powerful, you can actually make sure you pick up these. These are just buffs to your team, and increase career up 10% is pretty good. These just have small rewards, 60% success rate to get something a bit extra. Yeah, and I've got 100 dimes, so that's pretty cool. If I come through here, you get about 45 of your talent vials, and just a bit of other stuff as well. But the talent vial is pretty much what you're coming here for. And then the shop, because the shop can have the red runes. And actually, I'm just going to chuck him out. Put in my triple S hero I got. You only get a couple of red runes, and it costs like 2,000 diamonds. But it is the most important thing to be spending your diamonds on. Oh yeah, and so you get a bit of this. You get Soul Rublight, which is super important. XP, your Wasteland resource coin, and then just some gold. Gold's important, but you get so much of it in this game. So with this triple S that I've got here, Ricket, you only get him for a quick run through. Like, he'll disappear once I've finished the Wasteland. And it doesn't mean he'll be in my... like, I won't be able to jump out of this now and go use him in another stage. It'll strictly just be for the Wasteland on this one run. Again, if your team is struggling and you are picking up those items to help buff your team, just keep in mind you only hold 6 on you at a time. And once you have more than 6, you've actually got to go into relics and you've got to switch out which ones you actually want to be using. So you get different rarities. You get the blue, which is the bottom, and then purple, and then gold. But sometimes like a blue can be better than purple, depending on what the buff is. As well, we've got a bit of a different mission coming up in a second, or a different stage. So after this resource one, we've got the elite battle, and that's just like your elite campaign. You got to submit 2 teams into this, but it is quite easy. And this is the one battle you actually have to watch both of them through. you can see in this one, actually, this team's actually not doing too well. I should still win, but it's not as easy as the first team. That's just because like my Randall and my Carmore are not great characters. They're just like my leftovers just to fill the team. So early on in the game, you really got to pick like a specific 5 characters that are going to do any good, and then you also have like a subset of 5 that you just use to fill in spots like that. The other thing you want to do is you just want to find the path that takes the least amount of jumps to get to the end. So like I don't need to do any of those at the top at all, so I'll skip all of that. But I do need to do this battle to get here. I need the resource. I don't need to do that middle one. So the shop, I'm hoping for red runes and gold runes. Got neither, so nothing here is worth spending money on. In my last free to play, I was buying these, but and I will get to a point where I will struggle for not having these. But it's more important for me to save those diamonds for things like the Disa Cave run-throughs and then the red and gold runes. And I learned that the hard way because I got so far through the game. I had over 100. I think I had 120,000 diamonds at one stage in my last game. And it just gets to a point where you just start burning through them so quickly because you get a ton of them given to you at the start, and then they get like such a small amount gets given to you at the end. Apart from when you're doing like the Twilight events and stuff like that. Right, so that's done. These are your bonus rewards at the end. So I've got a ton of stuff, which is pretty cool. So that's the Wastelands done. I'm actually struggling a little bit, so I've unlocked this one in the Rift Fissure, but I'm really struggling. Actually, my team's not powerful enough yet. Actually, no, we've still got the arena to go. So with the arena, I care absolutely nothing for how high ranked I go in this. I don't know if we explained it in another one, but I'll do a quick run through why. And it's just based on the rewards that you get. So the rewards that you get daily. So the difference between me being in, like, it's easy to be in the top 50, but if I want to battle, and say I want to try and get to the top 5, I'm only getting a difference of like 80 gems, and the reward bonus here goes from 900 to 100, so an extra 100 and an extra 20, and that's for a week. Sorry, an extra 30, and that's for a week. If I get in the top 3, that'd be worth it. I'd definitely fight for it if I can get the top 3, but you need to be a spender, and I'm not. This is a free-to-play account, so all I care about is finding a guy that I can kill quite easily, which is not him. And just battling through this really fast. The rewards you can get down here can be quite good, so that's a really good reward. I think I've also managed to pick up 5 advanced tickets, which is definitely the best reward I've ever been given in here. No, he's going to be too much. So even doing that, I moved up 6 ranks there for some reason. I've got another one of those. That's awesome. Now, I should be able to kill this guy. So even the difference in power, like an extra 40 power, I could still struggle because he's got a Leo. He's actually got 3 triple S champs. It's actually quite insane. I'm probably going to lose this. Oh, no, cool. 20 Rublight's a good one as well. Some of the average ones you get from there is the Hero Shard cards. They're quite pathetic. Yeah, like this one. Definitely the most average reward you can get. Just looking for... Actually, that was that guy that I just killed before. Alright, cool. 5 wins. And I got 4 out of 5 were really good rewards. And then you pick up your 150 gems from down here. Alright, so that's that one done. Now, Galactic Arena is a bit different. So... it is important to make sure you're in the top 50, and the easiest way to do that, like I'm Master 14 at the moment, I won't be able to get better than that. Like where's the easiest guy? Let's have a look at this guy. So he's got 172 on one team, and then he's got 90 and 90. So I actually can take this dude. So what this guy's done is he's really stacked this team with a lot of good champs. But you only need to win 2 of the 3 battles, and my other 2 teams are way more powerful. So what he should have done is he should have pulled out probably Leo out of that team and put it into one of the other teams to make that one competitive. He's even got, look at him. That is insane. So yeah, these 2 teams will smash. Should. So yeah, just focus on making sure that you can win 2 battles. And on your defensive team, make sure you can defend against 2 teams, but you don't need to worry about the 3rd one at all. And now I shouldn't be able to get any higher than that. I mean, what's he done? 125, 150. Yeah, no, he's too much. Yeah, cool. I can't get any higher. But what I can do now is I can save my last 4 tickets, and then I can come back at the end of tomorrow to make sure that I'm actually still in the top 50, and I will be. And yeah, I can use my last 4 tickets then if I want. But if I don't even use my last 4 tickets, there's actually no rewards for beating a stage on this one. So you can just save your 4 tickets and not use them if you don't need to. But yeah, the rewards are massive for being in the top 50. You're looking at 10 limited, 120, 200, and 48k of that. And it doesn't seem like a substantial step down, but all of this is important. So you really want to make sure you're in the top 50 for this. Yeah, cool. All right, I think that has ticked off everything. All I'm going to do now is jump back into the campaign, see how much further I can get. Feel free to stick around and watch that. If not, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. It's actually cool. Like one of the guys that's in the clan that I'm in, he actually reached out to me. Where are we at? I'll show this just because. Proof that I am actually the Oherdo. My first fan to reach out to me. So thanks for that. Had a bit of a chat, but yeah, we're in the same guild now. And that guild is, I didn't actually pay attention to what guild it was. World's End. So we're on server 138, which should be the newest server. There might have been a new one that opened today. And yeah, feel free to jump in, say hi. But if not, see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm just going to cruise on with the campaign now. I might just let this play through on auto for a little bit. I'm going to walk out. Enjoy watching, and I will see you later. Bye.
Peace.